reference librarian at the Worcester branch of the Wayne County Public Library. Today I'm going to be reviewing something I just finished and really enjoyed, and that is The Chestnut Man by Søren Sveistrup. This was translated from Danish to English by Carolyn Waite, and I just learned that Netflix is turning it into a TV show too, so if you are the type of person like myself who likes to see what the book is like before it becomes a movie or a TV show, definitely check this out. Now, this book focuses on three main people. First up is Rosa Hartung. Rosa is a minister for the Danish government, and part of her job is ensuring the welfare of children. So she set up a tip line where folks can call in and anonymously leave information about children who might be getting abused. If the investigation finds out that the children are in abusive homes, they're removed and sent to foster families or with other members of their family. Okay, so that's important to know. She has a husband named Steen and a young son named Gustav, and she also has a 12-year-old daughter named Christina who's been missing for over a year. Now, at this point in the book, Christina is presumed dead. Someone named Linus Becker has admitted to killing her. But her body was never found. And Rosa, really, she just wants to do her job. She's trying to move on from what happened to Christina for the sake of her family. And it's really hard, though, especially because she keeps getting these anonymous death threats while she's at work. All right, our next main character is Hess. He is a detective on loan to the Major Crimes Division in Copenhagen. He is on loan because he is currently suspended from his actual job with Europol, and that is due to some insubordination, but he's offered this temporary space with the Major Crimes Unit, and he's, your typical gruff detective. Now, Hess has been partnered with Tulin. Tulin wants to actually move out of Major Crimes and into the Cybercrime Center. She thinks that working for the cybercrimes will look really good in her resume as she works her way up the police leadership ladder. Plus, she thinks that Major Crimes is boring. They investigate a lot of the same old routine cases until they don't. And that is where this book essentially starts up. So a woman named Lara Kjær has been brutally murdered. Her hand was removed while she was still alive. It's very gruesome, and both Hess and Tulin are partnered together and put on the case. And, our title, The Chestnut Man, there's been a little chestnut man, so, just picture a series of chestnuts set up with toothpicks to kind of look like a little doll. So there's a chestnut man left on the scene of the crime, and that seems weird, of course. But then more bodies start popping up with similar MOs. They're all mothers, either their hands or their feet removed, and there's a chestnut man. And suddenly the chestnut man seems very important. So, who is leaving this? Why are they being targeted? So after Lara Kjær's murder, Forensic makes a puzzling discovery. Christina Hartung, remember, the 12-year-old who's been missing for over a year, her fingerprints are all over the Chestnut Men. And they're on all the other Chestnut Men in all of these connected murders. So this kind of throws everything into mild chaos. Some in Major Crimes like Hess believe the two cases are related and that Christina's file needs to be reopened, even though that one guy totally admitted to murdering her. But remember, no body was found. And then others in Major Crimes like the chief there believe that Christina has nothing to do with what's happening now. Her case was solved. Let's leave it at that. So Hess kind of gets obsessed with these two cases and how they might intertwine, and Tulin is kind of left in the middle to deal with all of this. Now, obviously, I don't want to spoil anything, but this is a fast-paced, edge-of-your-seat kind of book, and, there's just so many questions you're going to need to read to have answered. Who's harassing Rosa? Who took Christina? Why are Christina's fingerprints on the Chestnut Men left at the scenes of these brutal crimes? Obviously, a 12-year-old is not committing them. Why are these moms being targeted by the killer, who the police are now calling the Chestnut Man, and who actually is the Chestnut Man? So the Chestnut Man is obviously part police procedural and part psychological thriller, and it makes for a gripping read. And I will say I love Nordic Noir, which are, you know, mysteries set in Scandinavia. This one obviously takes place in Denmark, and I did not predict the outcome. So I hope you get a chance to read this before it comes to Netflix as a TV show, and I hope you enjoy it as well. Thanks for joining me.